some for you. Hello. I have a read for you. So this one is kind of sticky, okay? So there's two people in a relationship. One of them is up in their head. They're suffering from like depression and anxiety. That person is, or I should say they were covering from a loss, another relationship. The relationship kind of, they had a relationship that didn't work out. So the universe sent them the relationship that they're currently in. And right now, they are going through it. They are suffering from anxiety. They are struggling with depression. They are despair. They have coping mechanisms, but their coping mechanisms aren't working. So they're struggling with indecision. Now, the indecision is not about this relationship. It feels like they like the connection that they have. It feels like there's love there. But it's a decision that is going to affect this relationship. And because he's so, I don't know, maybe it's a he, there's no gender in tarot, but because this person is so stuck in their head with depression and anxiety, there is like little to no communication between these two people. And so the depressed person, that's why I call them a he, because I feel like there has to be, it's sticky. So the person who they are currently in a relationship now, they are going to end up choosing happiness. It's almost like they see or they recognize that maybe this connection isn't sustainable because there's no communication, and you can't have a healthy relationship if you don't have any communication. And again, that's kind of a bummer because it's like these two are so happy. Look at how beautiful they are together. They make a great couple. But this one person can't get their life right. And it's not that this person isn't there to support them. They are there to support them. It's just, you can only, you can only support somebody as much as they'll let you support them. The recovery from loss, the person who the depressed person was in a relationship originally, has nothing to do with why this person is currently in depression. I was just encouraged to tell you this. This is a person who just struggles with anxiety and depression. It has nothing to do with the original relationship. It's just that they suffer from anxiety. They suffer from depression, and when they do, they close down and they don't communicate. And then they push the other person away. So, there's that. Oh, I did want to point out, I looked at the bottom of the deck, and it's the Eight of Wands, which is fast movement. So I think there is fast movement forwards towards the conclusion of the relationship at this time. Now, I do want to, and I'm also going to pull bicycle cards as well, but I want to point out that this is current energy. That doesn't mean that this is the end all be all. That doesn't mean that this has to be the way that this plays out for these two people. This is just where the energy is at right now. Everybody has free will. Everybody has personal autonomy, and they have the ability to make different choices. This isn't necessarily a foretelling. This is a reading of current energy. And the reason why it is important to do reads that also contain current energy as opposed to just past and future energies that are kind of mingled together, or just future energies, is because when it shows up on your page, and if you're like, oh my gosh, that's my story right now, this is a thing that's happening to me, it is to kind of, when it's presented to you in a different way, it allows you to make, helps you make educated decisions on what you want to do and how you want things to go, and whether or not this is something that is that you're willing to accept or live with. I think that's very important. I don't think that that's something that people always realize. I think, it would be so sad if somebody were to watch this and they were to go, oh my gosh, this is us, and then they gave up and they ended it. Or, the one person is like, oh, well, this is me. I was in a relationship and now I'm in this relationship and I struggle with depression, and this person is going to choose happiness, so I'm going to automatically never speak to them ever again. That's not the way that any of that works. It shows you a potential outcome of if you continue down the current path that you're on. There are also, there's crossroads and choices. So if you were to look at this and you were to go, this is not how I want this to go, this is not acceptable to me, this will not be me, you do have the ability to make different choices. I just wanted to put that out there. So I will go ahead and pull 3 bicycle cards as well. Justice. Energy. Mystery. Justice in a situation. A justice in the situation. Can you give me more on the Justice card, please? Oh, gosh. There's going to be justice in this whole situation, and it's kind of a mystery. Don't mind the gnat. Let's glass of wine over here. And we have the doors open all the time because the puppies, we have to let the puppies out. So, gnats are like, oh, wine, let's do this. Justice in a situation. The justice is a mystery. There's something unseen about this connection. joy, attraction. Oh. Okay. So the person who suffers from the depression and anxiety, when they were in their original relationship, they struggled. There wasn't a whole lot of spiciness, if that makes sense. And there wasn't a whole lot of happiness. And this person, look at, it's like they're the same cat. This person brought joy to the table, a lot of energy to the table. And so this person, at least they can go, I'm worth something. Like, even though they're struggling with depression and anxiety, like, they feel wanted. Huh. Can I have more about the mystery? There's a mystery with the Emperor. Health. Oh, full body tingles. There's a mystery with his health. There's a mystery with his health. Not sure how to put that. Okay. There's an Emperor, there's an issue with his health. Master of energy. Energetic. Mystery. It's a mystery. Alright, so energetic, there's an urgency. Master of energy, energetic, there's a mystery with the Emperor's health. Master of energy, like an urgency, but it's a mystery. There's something unknown. Well, I think it's safe to say that the person who is struggling with anxiety and depression, they are the Emperor, and I would go to the doctor. You need to set a doctor's appointment. You need to go to the doctor. It's a mystery with your health. And that is, I can honestly say that has never popped up on those cards before for me. And Freya, I've been channeling Freya all day today. She is encouraging me to tell you to go to the doctor. So, unseen options. So, that's it. That's all I have for you. Things unseen. Yeah, Emperor needs to go to the doctor. The person that they're in a relationship with, they are, as of right now, going to be choosing happiness, but it seems like the Emperor still won in the long run as well, because he got out of a crappy situation, he got out of a crappy relationship, and he did find love and feel wanted and attractive and happy, even though he is struggling with something. And a decision that has nothing to do... I don't think he knows... I don't think he knows. I don't think the indecision has come to pass yet. The indecision hasn't even come to pass yet. He's just currently in a depression, but there's going to be a choice. There's going to be a crossroads. Huh. Wow. Okay. I'm going to leave it here. I'm not going any deeper into this. For the Emperor, please go to the doctor, because it's something that you desperately need to do. To the person who is not the Emperor, the person who is not the Emperor is going to be the one who sees the video. Anyway, you are going to end up choosing happiness. I would encourage your Emperor to go to the doctor, even if they are not in communication with you at this time, because it's something that needs to be done. They are going to be struggling. Please release with love. Please release with kindness, because this is something, and support. I feel support. Support is going to be needed. So, like, you can choose happiness, but just know that they are going to need you. That's it. I'm not going any deeper. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.